Hello, welcome to this Counseling Techniques presentation video presented to you by Tarek Glendon and Leonida Velasquez. This is going to be an example of a therapy session with a client in which we will demonstrate different counseling techniques. Meet Dylan. Dylan is a 26-year-old man that has been diagnosed with generalized anxiety. His anxiety is causing him to become worried about his new job and whether he will be able to maintain it. Today we're getting together to talk about this anxiety and what we can do about it to prevent it from getting in the way of excelling in his new career. Hi Dylan, my name is Tarek. It's nice to see you again. How are you doing today?
Fine, thank you.
What brings you in to see me today, Dylan?
Well, I just started my new job and I feel like I'm very competent in it, but I'm afraid that my anxiety is going to get in the way of being able to effectively communicate with my peers and affect my performance. I worked really hard to get this job and I really love it, so I don't want to do anything that will risk me losing this job.
So you feel confident about your new job, but you're afraid that your anxiety will get in the way of being able to communicate with your peers, which can affect your performance. Is this right?
Clarification. A question beginning with, for example, do you mean that, or are you saying that, followed by a rephrasing of the client's message.
By restating what the client said and asking if this is correct, I am checking for accuracy to make sure we're understanding what the client is trying to say and not making any assumptions or jumping to conclusions.
Yes, you're correct. I'm remembering my past experiences where I had a lot of great ideas for projects, but my anxiety never let me present them accurately to my peers. It's like a cloud that lingers over me. I constantly feel like I'm being judged, even though I know that's not the case. I just have no control over how I feel.
You seem to be feeling uncomfortable at the moment since I see that you're clenching your fist.
Immediacy. Characteristic of a helper's verbal response that describes something as it occurs within a session. Involves self-disclosure, but is limited to current feelings.
By bringing up that he's clenching his fist, since that's what I'm seeing at the moment in front of me, I am using immediacy because I'm concentrating on a behavior as it's occurring. Immediacy is also used to help the practitioner focus on the current aspect of a thought, feeling, or behavior of the counselor. A thought, feeling, or behavior of the client, or some aspect of the relationship.
Oh, yes. I'm sorry.
You seem to feel anxious when talking about this.
Reflection. Responding to feelings. A rephrasing of the affect part of the client's message.
Reflections of feeling can help clients become aware of feelings that dominate the individual. It helps the client manage the feeling. It also helps the client feel understood.
Yes, anxious. I guess just even thinking about the situation brings up my anxiety without me even realizing it. I notice that my hands start sweating, my mind feels like it's going a million miles per minute, and it's hard for me to get my thoughts together.
Don't worry, Dylan. I'm here to help. I'm going to look over your case and going to come up with a couple of strategies for you to manage your anxiety, which I'm sure will make you feel better and you'll be able to excel at your new job with no problem.
Thank you.
So today we talked about you starting your new job and the fact that your anxiety gets in the way of communicating with your peers, which you fear will affect your performance. You also realize that sometimes you're already feeling anxious without even realizing it. So I'm going to provide you with strategies to help you manage your anxiety.
Summarization. 2 or more paraphrases or reflections that condense the client's messages or the session.
Summarization was used at the end of the session to summarize the key points that were discussed. Summarization can also be used to start a new session, at the beginning of a session to summarize what was discussed in the previous session, or to set the stage about what it is that you'd like to discuss now. It can also serve as a good feedback tool for the client, identify a common theme or pattern after several sessions, or to slow the pace of a session that is moving too quickly.
In this video, we covered 4 counseling techniques that we learned about this semester. They are clarification, immediacy, reflection, and summarization. As we demonstrated, they all form an important part of counseling because they help to ensure the collaborative relationship between client and counselor. Thanks for watching.
Created using Powtoon.